What's up, guys? I'm back. This might be the first time I've ever done more than one video in a single day. But, as the news comes out, I try to get on top of it. And we have a real rad man who did a career mode video. So I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to skim through parts of the video. I'm not going to play anything out just so that I kind of don't forget certain points I want to make. I'll put the link to the video in the description box. And so, without further ado, I'm just gonna get into it. Right off the bat, I personally had a nice surprise that something I've been talking about for a long time, and I am really curious to know if 704 actually, this is something they actually got from me, because I haven't seen anyone else talk about this stuff, or it's just a coincidence, right? I'm not going to say that, oh my God, I'm the only person who could ever come up with this. It's such a great idea. I'm just curious to know. Yes, you can customize fire suits, something I've been talking about. It's not the most important thing in the world. I understand, and a lot of people don't consider customization to be that big of a deal. I get it. But I do think it's important, and it is something I like to see in games, and every major game has customization. So I'm really surprised to see it. It was a real pleasant surprise. We know that the customization in this game is pretty plain, right? It's not very deep or complicated. But I've said before, the the uh, the way it's set up or laid out, I should say, you can add a lot to it. You can get in there and really add a lot of things. So the system itself isn't bad. It's just that it's bare bones. But at least, and I didn't expect them to do anything with it this year, but yeah, it's first of all the character customization, it's a little better. Is it great? No. It does have a last generation type of feel to it, but I don't really care. I like the fact that you have options. You can come up with different looks. The presets to the faces pretty generic and not that great, but you can get in there and play with the faces and do stuff with that. But I'm really excited about the fire suits. Yeah, they added templates to the fire suits. um, when you check out the video, you'll see it's exactly the type of thing that I would have thought of. And I said, yeah, let's put different sponsors on the suits and have different templates, and where you could mess around with the color combinations of the fire suit, even the hats. The hats are customizable, right? I've talked about customizing the driver's helmet. But yeah, this is awesome. Is it super deep? No, but it's still it's a real great surprise for me, and I like it. And then hopefully throughout the game in career mode, you'll be able to see whenever you see your character, they'll be wearing the fire suit you designed. So I love that. That's really exciting to me, and I hope they keep going deeper and further with it. This is great, and this is another area where they're going in the right direction. I think you can do a lot with their uh, custom with the I don't even know how to come with the customization that's in the game, the way it's set up. It's just about getting in there and adding a lot more to it, getting creative. I was really surprised. I really like what I saw there. Again, I know it's not a big deal to people, but some of us do like customization. So I really enjoyed that. That was a real pleasant surprise. So going from there, let's see. Oh, here's the other thing. Give me a second. Uh, then there's what they call story of the week, and it's a tablet, and you can actually, it's like reading a newspaper, right? Nobody reads newspapers anymore, so it's cool. They have a tablet, and then it says story of the week. Hot new phenom sets sights on conquering extreme dirt tour, and then it says is Mary Jane Watson the next big thing. Now, if you look to the right, it does look like you'll be able to scroll down. Here's the thing. I hope that they actually do write little stories that you can actually read. And depending how your career is going, you could at least have that. That's, it's not that innovative, but it's nice. It's something we haven't had. But if I'm just looking at what's already here, there isn't anything there. It's like when if you look down at the bottom, it's all blank. But I'm hoping it's because, hey, you're just starting your career. There is no real story. But in either case, this is exciting. It does kind of open up possibilities, right, for the future. So we're getting so far extra little extras, things I was not expecting. But the important thing is that even though it's at the very basic early level, it's things I've been wanting from these guys. And that so I'm seeing that, yeah, they're actually going in this direction. I like that. And if, whether they got the fire suit idea from me or it just happens to be a coincidence that they thought of it and they say, hey, let's, add a little something here. In either case, it's great. Keep going in this direction. Um, you can go really far with it. So I like that. So far I really like what I see. Then you got the menu. The menu is very clean. It's very modern. It's completely different from NASCAR Heat 3. Let's see. I'm skipping through the races. I'll talk about the races last. I want to talk about the other details first. All right. You get to talk to well, you got a summary, where you finish, your money, your fans. The UI is completely different. Um, you can go through the schedule. Then you actually make phone calls to people trying to get a ride. Then you got the season standings page, and it's also the season schedule, and then the standings. You could see the driver standings. Scroll down, and then finally we get to see the stats. Hold on a second. Bear with me. Okay, you got point standings. Tells you the cost to start your own team. There's the future plans. Did I skip something? I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing this on the fly. Here's the other thing. You can scroll through each team, through the team list, and each team has a little story, giving you information on the background of the team. Again, is that a big deal? No, but it's cool. Any little detail, it just keeps adding stuff to the game, and it shows the direction they're going. So hopefully down the line in the future, we're going to start getting real presentation with audio and video commentary and all kinds of stuff. But this is just, the direction is what I really like. And I'm starting to see some really cool surprises. So let me see. I forgot where the stats were. Oh, here we go. So then it goes to career stats. It shows you each series. It says races, seasons, champions. I guess that means championships. Maybe that's a typo. Wins, top fives, top tens, top 20s, poles, laps led, and total laps. Okay, that is a much, much better uh, stat compilation than we've had in many, many years. So on the negative side, I wish you could break it down season by season. It tells you the total number of seasons, but really all the other stats are totals. For at least they're broken down for each series. But I do want to see in the future where it's each season is broken down, like we used to get with the old Thunder series. But this is a good step forward, and I'm not feeling any negativity about it. It feels like more positive vibes. I love it. And like I said, down the line, get deeper with it. We start breaking it down season by season, throwing DNFs and other stats as well. But it's a positive step forward, and then hopefully tie this stuff in with presentation. But again, finally we get to see it. It's a lot more robust than it's been in a long time. So I don't want to dwell on every little negative I don't want to be nitpicky about it. So I love that. So now we go from there. He's making phone calls. You'll see it in the video. For hot seats, you could start in any series. You guys know that already. Let's see, qualifying results. I like everything about the menu and the user interface. Much better. So let me go forward. All right, finish fourth in the second race. Then let's see. Afterwards, it tells you the summary. Finished fourth. The goal was top 10 and shows you that he was successful. The money, your totals, your fans. Then it goes to the schedule, the next event. Everything looks so much more polished and clean. I like it. So now, where are we going? Bear with me. All right, then he goes into the ownership. And then it shows you purchasing car types. This whole owner's menu is completely redone. I like most of what I see. There is one thing that I'm kind of disappointed with. I'll talk about that in a second. So it does explain everything. There's employee hiring. Now here's a big change they made, and I do think this is going to be for the better. Uh, each individual you hire is a specialist in something. So unlike last year where you could just train any employee to be a specialist at anything and actually even be specialists in everything, that's not really realistic. Most of these people, they all have specialties and that's all they really do. So what I like here is that if you want somebody who is an engine specialist, that's going to be their specialty. So that's going to have a higher rating than aero and suspension. So you see an engine specialist, Midge Collins, and it goes from 1 to 12. So yeah, you could max her out. She'll be an engine specialist, but you got aero. She only can max out at 6 and suspension at 3. So basically, when you hire these people, you have to be mindful of what you're hiring them for. And you're not going to really be able to get much out of them in other areas. You're going to have to be more strategic in how you manage the shop. So that's a big step in the right direction. It's going to make it a lot harder instead of just randomly throwing anyone on any car because you can max everyone out. This is a much better route that they're taking. How it works out at the end, we'll have to wait and see. So let's see. I like that. Then it goes employee hiring, and it goes on and showing you more people. Also, you can't. There's a limit to how much. I think you can't max them out more than 5 at a time. So you won't be able to go from one to the max right away. It's in stages, so that's positive as well. It's gonna just be a grindier career mode, which I love. It's the grindiness about it that gives it, that appeal. So let's see. You got short track. You got preparation. Okay, here's the thing. The one negative I found in the video. They got rid of that. How it was last year, where you could see the garage and you see all your cars and you can see your employees talking to each other. You didn't really get to see them do actual work, but it was nice. I kind of liked the way that was set up. And here, it's really all about the user interface. It's like just dealing with paperwork. You don't really get to see the shop. So that is a little bit disappointing. It's not something that is a huge deal. Hopefully, down the line in the future, we can get back into more of that detailed presentation as far as the shop. I want to see more with that. So that's the only real disappointment that I found in the video. Okay, so go further down. You could see the schedule, assign work, all that stuff. Is there anything else before I get to the racing? schedule. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so now the last thing I'm going to talk about is the racing. He did career mode, two dirt races in the dirt series. Um, as you guys have probably seen by now, I've been very concerned about the difficulty. And actually, this video, I feel better after watching this video. He did the first dirt race in uh, in Legend, and he only finished 18th or 19th. I'm sorry, I'm not sure I remember yet, but it was tough. It was a lot harder. I'm not an expert in dirt racing, but I gotta say that the cars all were more sideways than we've seen in the past. It looked a lot better, um, and it looked fun. And most of all, like I said, it didn't look easy at all. So maybe in career mode in Legend, it's going to be tougher than, let's say, 105 in single races. I don't know. Just guessing. We don't really know everything yet, but I like this. This kind of gave me some hope again that, yeah, this thing is going to be challenging. Then the second dirt race, he actually dropped the difficulty, which I was like, why are you doing this? I don't want to see a lower difficulty. I want to see how, struggle. But I was pleasantly surprised that when he went to hard, which is the next level down, it didn't look all that challenging. But once he got to the top three and top four, the AI was giving him a hard time. He wasn't able to really get past that. It was really, they were neck and neck, a lot of side by side battling. He was on the outside, and then like you could see the outside and the inside. They were, you know, it was back and forth, give and take. He got up, I think, to the second place at one point or third, but then he ended up losing a spot and finished, I think, fourth. It was really good battle, and I loved seeing it. And then I said, "Wow, that was on hard. It wasn't even on legend." So I'm hoping that um, it's not. This game isn't going to be as easy as it seemed to be with the earlier videos. I don't know what to think. There's a little bit of up and down. So I this was a positive video. I liked almost everything I saw. Like I said, I'm a little disappointed you don't get to see the race shop. Uh, but the user interface, the menus, very clean, very slick. We got, you know, I could consider this a good stat compilation. They need to go deeper with it in the future, but I'm happy. I'm happy with that. So, what did you guys think? Go check out the video. Let me know what you think. Do you agree, disagree with my thoughts? Let me know. And until we get more information, that's it. I'm out. Later, guys.